the beginning of a relationship, we see everything with rose-tinted glasses, and then the fireworks of romance die down and reality sets in. But in this crucial moment, our partner wakes up to our behaviours and quirks. And then this is when something could trigger them into thinking you were a little bit insecure without you even realising it. Your language or your behaviour actually scared him away. And there are some common things that women do until obviously they learn to not do them again. So let's talk about the reasons that you may be scaring guys away. Like and subscribe. Your controlling behaviour. An example of controlling behaviour is when you are trying to manipulate someone into not doing something that you are threatened by, because you feel that they may find someone else that is much better than you. It could be you are very uncomfortable with him going on a lad's night out. Maybe you feel uncomfortable that he's hanging out with his family members too often. If you find yourself constantly asking questions of where he's going, who's going, how much he's going to be drinking, what time he's coming back, these are all signs that you are feeling insecure, and he will pick up on this. No one wants to feel that their freedom is being taken away in a relationship. And if a guy has to ask if it's okay for him to play games online with his friends, or to ask if it's okay to go out to see his friends at the weekend, this means you are doing the relationship wrong. You cannot control who he speaks to, who he thinks of, and what he does when he leaves the house. The only way that could really happen is for you to trap him in a basement, which is really weird, right? Instead of pointing your finger and saying, I don't want you going out to the club with the boys because I don't trust other girls, what you're actually saying is, I'm feeling insecure that someone else will turn up. Whilst you are away from me, they will be much better, and you won't be able to resist the urge to cheat on me, so I need you to stay at home to soothe my anxiety. If you find yourself controlling a guy, you need to sit down and think, what is this feeling I'm tapping into? Have I been cheated on in the past, and by default, punish all of my future partners? You don't see your friends. A guy will notice if you hang out with your friends or not, and if he senses that you don't have friends, or you will easily rearrange a girl's nights out just to hang out with him, it's a sign of your desperation to be close to him. Creating space and letting him miss you works in your favour. If he needs to understand that you are a busy person, he needs to arrange and pre-book a date with you, otherwise you would get snapped up quickly, well, this raises your value. Social proof is one of the key attraction traits. The more sociable you are, the more attractive you appear to be. Oversharing. One of my guy friends was head over heels for this amazing girl that he was chatting to on Bumble. He met up with her and things were great until something changed. He didn't find her as attractive anymore and couldn't work out why. It turns out that she was a little too vulnerable about her childhood and things she experienced that he felt exhausted to listen to her, and realised she was emotionally oversharing and talking at him instead of to him. Yes, we all come with baggage, and down the road your partner does need to know about your baggage. But oversharing too much too soon is a recipe for a relationship disaster. Dating in the beginning should be fun and easygoing, not a therapy session. Checking when they were last online. Do you snoop to find out when they were last active when you find that they are not replying to you as quickly as you would like? This means that you are sensing that they may be starting the ghosting process, and you want to find the aha, see you have been online and you didn't take that time to message me back. This is unhealthy. You are literally waiting for that negative moment to prove to yourself that this guy was no good, and then finding a way to punish him for it later. Setting a guy up in a trap like this will end in failure. If you search for the negatives in someone, you will always find something. Life gets in the way. Maybe he came online to reply to a family member for something urgent, and he isn't meaning to purposely ignore you. You never know someone's inner monologue, so you should not hold on to a black and white judgmental mindset. Go out with your friends and keep yourself busy instead of hoping that a guy will entertain you. Rushing the relationship. You have all the time in the world, so don't rush it. If this guy is going to be the person that you spend your life with for the next 50 years, There is no point rushing to be official and getting him to meet your parents. Chill, you have time. Yes, you do need to have the relationship talk eventually so you know where you stand, but there is no reason to push it. Use the first couple of months as a way of testing the relationship waters. Make sure he is truly the guy for you. The obsession with other girls. Needy behaviour is not attractive. And if your ears prick up in conversations with a guy when he talks about other females in his job because you see her as a threat, this is needy behaviour. It shows you are not secure in yourself and it's unattractive. You need to be super sure that you are awesome and the best person he could date. And if he screws that up, well, it's his loss. By obsessing over his ex-girlfriends, panicking over that girlmate he has, you are giving away your power and energy to someone else. And this also includes bad-mouthing other women. Oh, what, you find her attractive? Seriously? She applies fake tan so badly and her eye makeup is never blended. And also, asking him what his type is after he has expressed interest in you will push him away. If he wasn't interested in you, he wouldn't be on a date with you or chatting to you so much, right? Stop thinking that you are not good enough, and the real eye-opener here is simple. There will be other girls out there that will have what you consider ideal looks, and so what? You can't date someone's looks. The personality is what counts, and some of the ugliest personalities belong to the most beautiful women. If a guy senses you don't love yourself, well, he won't want to love you back because a relationship with you will be hard work. You don't do anything fun. Do you have a hobby or an interest that you like to research? If you don't and prefer to just watch TV all the time, this could be scaring men away. Having a passion and a hobby drives men wild. It makes you more interesting and very intriguing. Plus, a hobby is great for your mental health. You are fiercely independent. If a guy senses that you have all bases of life covered, well, where does he fit in? You could be scaring him away when you talk to him about how you don't really need a man and how all men ain't worth it. As much as the modern lady wants to stand on her own 2 feet, which is great, a guy wants to have that traditional male role. Changing him. Wait, what? You're wearing that to the restaurant? Can I pick something out for you instead? Sounds familiar, right? Men don't want to be changed, and I'm sure you don't want a guy to change you either. If you make comments about how he can improve himself and be better in some way, you may think you're helping him, but you're actually offending him and he will walk away. If you can't appreciate and like the version of who he is right now, then why are you trying to date him? Go find someone else.